Hello, and welcome to Speak the Spark, an online creative intensive. My name is Leah Lamb, and I'm going to be your guide into the realm of sacred storytelling. And you're probably asking yourself, what is this thing called sacred storytelling? Well, it just so happens that I created a very long website for you to explore. But let's just, for this moment, since we're together, ask a couple of questions that get us thinking about this piece of what is it to come into relationship with a story? What is it to be lived with by a story? What is it to be able to see the different kinds of story and see that some of them are on the take, and some of them support life, and some of them take life? What is it to take your lived experiences, the great ones but the hard ones, the broken hearts, the victories, and stir it into this kind of cauldron and add some grace and some love and some intention to share everything that you have to share. And then you wrap it up into this thing that can't be seen, but it can be felt and it can be carried. This thing called story. And then you can give it away like a gift. Now we're beginning to talk about what it means to stand as a sacred storyteller. So, how do you participate? What do we do here? We do it a couple of different ways. So, in our online creative intensive, there's 3 different ways that you can participate. The first one is tier 1. I call it the learner. This is for the person who just wants to learn. You want to expand your knowledge. You want to bring depth to what you already know. You want to get to practice without any pressure. You don't necessarily feel like you have to go out into the world and tell stories, but you understand that there's something inside of you that wants to be cultivated and will be enhanced by getting a deeper understanding of what it is to be in relationship to story. You might want to come to all the classes, but you might not necessarily have to participate live all the time. That's for you. Then we have the creative catalyst. And the creative catalyst is that person that's got a bit of a bee in their bonnet. They say, I want to leave here with 2 to 5 stories in my back pocket that I can pull out and use at the boardroom, that I can take to the stage, or perhaps just to my child's bedside. But you want to have a sense of ownership with your stories. You want to have been able to practice them and cultivate them and hone them, so that you have a sense of ease and comfort every time you tell one of your stories. So for the creative catalyst, you get everything that tier 1 gets, plus you also get a weekly email from me. And this email is something that's designed to inspire your creativity and really keep your momentum of creating throughout our entire 6 months together. And it gives you little creative prompts so you can walk out with, oh my gosh, 12 new stories. Now, you also get access to my archives. This is 28 hours of access to master teachers. This is extraordinary. Michael Meade, Charles Eisenstein, Rachel Bagby, so many just phenomenal teachers that have so much to share. Then you also get, and this is kind of a big deal, this is what really distinguishes tier 2 as well, is you get your very own private cohort. 3 other people who you are committed to, who are really committed to you and are committed to calling out your greatness and the greatness in your stories. And in that space, you get to meet outside of class. You get to continue to use our video platform Zoom, so you can meet in form of video and really practice and hone and cultivate all your stories. And you've got this group of people, this team, your cohorts, your co-storytellers that you get to really grow and expand with over time. It's really fun. And I will say that being in a 6-month class, you got to have that glue. You got to have that thing that keeps you connected and engaged. And some people get that through our Facebook page. And some people just get that through showing up. And some people get that through having relationships that they carry on outside of class. Now, there's a third way that you can participate. And this is for that person who really wants to take their story to the stage. They want that A to Z experience of what it is to not only learn how to create a story, to hone a story, to feel so confident in its telling that they can sell tickets to the story, but they also get to learn how to actually produce a storytelling event. And they get to actually earn some of the profits from the event that we co-produce. And so for the beginner, you don't have to have any experience. This group meets 3 weekends at a beautiful retreat center just north of San Francisco. We bring in the amazing Mira, who cooks for us, and you get to have this time where you just get to focus and listening to yourself, listening to the land, listening to the stories. For those of you who have a little bit more experience and feel really confident and are just ready to go to the next level, I have the advanced version of the Performance Intensive. We actually meet for five times over our 6 months together. And they do 2 different performances. One performance is based on creating a story ritual. And this one is going to be based off the story of Medea, and it's going to be a ritual for our community around betrayal and forgiveness. I'm so excited for this. Then we also get to have some time to do a solo performance. So that's the Creative Intensive. Now perhaps you're watching all this and this Performance Intensive sounds very alluring to you, but your life isn't organized in such a way that allows you to be traveling to the Bay Area. And for you, I've created the online Performance Intensive. And we meet for 1 day a month online for 5 hours at a time. And you still get that private coaching. You still get that private, that cohort of people that you grow and learn with. And you get to bring your story to performance. And we're actually going to do an online performance. I'm really excited for this. So that's it. That's Speak the Spark this year. This is our 3rd year in existence. I am so in awe of our teachers. They are incredible. And I am so joyful when it comes to seeing the different kinds of people that gather from around the globe who come and study with us. So by now, you know if you're feeling resonance. By now, you know if you're getting to a little bit of the bite of Speak the Spark. And if you're beginning to feel a yes, then by all means, you know how to register. It's right down at the end of the page. If you're wanting to learn a little bit more, you can always hop on one of my free webinars. They're usually on Fridays. And if you're wanting just to have a little one-on-one conversation where you're not quite sure which one of those is for you, or you definitely know that you want to be in one of the performance intensives, then I suggest that you schedule a 20-minute information call with me. You can do that through one of the buttons down there or email info@lealam.com. All right, that's it. That's us tonight. I hope you have a wonderful time exploring this page. And whether you choose to register or choose to live story in your life in another way, I do hope that this story is an offering in your journey into sacred storytelling. Take good care.